Hey guys, it's Katie from Mattress Clarity. I'm so excited because today I get to talk to you about Sleep Number beds. We're going to cover all things Sleep Number, what a Sleep Number is, what kind of beds they have, all the construction and details. I'm going to make some recommendations for you and also give you some things to consider. So if you're ready to learn more about Sleep Number, stick around because we're about to dive straight into these beds. If you're shopping for a new mattress and you want to see our favorite picks, just Google Mattress Clarity Best Mattresses. It'll be that first link that pops up. But let's talk about Sleep Number and Sleep Number beds and Sleep Number numbers. So what does it all mean? So as I mentioned before, Sleep Number has been around for a long time, since the late 80s, and they're really known for their adjustable air beds. And what that means is that no matter what Sleep Number bed you get, and depending on the size, you're either going to get 1 or 2 adjustable air chambers inside your bed. And you are going to control how full those air chambers are. With either your smartphone app or a remote, you're going to add or deflate air inside those air chambers. So the more air that's inside the air chamber, the firmer the bed's going to be, and likewise when you release air, the softer the bed's going to be. So it gives you a lot of control. And it also kind of transitions and correlates to the Sleep Number. So Sleep Number is a number from 0 to 100 that helps assess your preferred firmness level. So the closer to 0, the softer your bed preference is going to be. The closer to 100, the firmer your bed preference is going to be. I'm personally somewhere in the 70s with my Sleep Number because I prefer a medium firm bed. Of course, you can always go to a store and have them help you figure out your Sleep Number, but if you get a Sleep Number bed at home, you could also use all the amazing technology within the bed that we're going to talk about to help you figure out your Sleep Number as well. Now you can adjust the settings of your air chambers and set it to your preferred Sleep Number, either using a smartphone app that will come with your bed or a remote that you can buy at an additional cost. Let's talk about what you're going to get when you get a Sleep Number bed. Now, the majority of the models that are out right now are 360-degree smart beds. So what that means is that you're going to get that either single or dual air chamber. So no matter what, you're going to be able to inflate or deflate that bed, but you're also going to get some really cool sleep promoting technology. So what that means is you're going to get Sleep IQ technology, which basically takes your Sleep Number and sets your bed, but then tracks your sleep using amazing sensors inside your bed. It's going to track your heart rate, your average breathing rate, your movement, and take all that information and help give you a picture of what your sleep looks like at night. So you're going to wake up the next day, look at your phone and your app, the Sleep Number app, and it's going to show you some amazing things that help you optimize your sleep. So you're going to get the Sleep IQ technology, and you're also going to get something really cool, which really makes it a smart bed. It's a responsive air technology. This is going to help adjust your bed while you sleep at night. So your Sleep Number is going to say start at one number during the night, but if you move around, if you're not comfortable, the bed's going to adjust itself, adjust that number to help you stay asleep all night long, which is really pretty cool. So you're going to get those two pieces of technology in every 360-degree smart bed. And the last thing you're going to get is comfort layers. And this is very important because these are the layers that are going to be between you and that big adjustable air chamber down below. So they're going to vary. There's going to be more basic options and more luxurious options, and that's going to change what type of comfort layer and how much of that comfort layer is in your bed. But it's basically 4 different collections. So you've got your Classic series, which is the most basic, then Performance series, Innovative series, and the Cooling Memory Foam series. So they're going to add technology, add enhanced features depending on which series you get. And there's also specific models within each series that we're going to go over. But there's also 2 value beds. And I want to mention these because of course they're a good deal because they're a value bed. And they have everything I just talked about except for that responsive air technology. So you're going to get sensors tracking all that stuff, but it's not going to move and adjust the bed for you overnight. That being said, you're going to get a lot of great features at a good price. Now let's dive into each of these collections and I'm going to tell you more about the models. All right, let's talk about the Classic series. This is the most basic series of beds. There's 2 model options in here. Now it is a 360 smart bed collection, so you're going to get the air chambers that you can control the inflation and deflation of course. You're also going to get that Sleep IQ technology that's tracking your sleep, plus the responsive air technology that's moving the bed at night to help you stay comfortable. So you're getting all of that, and there's 2 different model options as I mentioned, a C2 and a C4. So the C2 is 8 inches tall and it's got 2 inches of comfort layer. It's gel infused foam, and then the C4 has 9 inches, it's 9 inches tall and has 3 inches of that comfort layer. Now, the prices are of course going to change and I would encourage you to look at sales, but in general, the C2 is right around $1,000 for a queen and the C4 is about $1,700 for a queen. Next up is the Performance series of Sleep Number beds. These are very popular beds because you're getting an additional level of pressure relieving comfort foam in there, which is very nice, but it's also not the most expensive option, so some people find this to be the best fit for them. So what you're gonna get is all the same things as the Classic series, series, the dual adjustability with those air chambers, the Sleep IQ technology, and the responsive air technology. So the tracking and the movement, all of that's included. And you're gonna get that additional exclusive pressure relieving comfort layer, which can add a lot of comfort to your bed, of course. So you're gonna get P5, P6, or PSE as your options. PSE means special edition. So depending on when you watch this video, this may or may not be available at the time, but we're gonna go over it right now anyway. The P5 is 10 inches tall and it has 4 inches of a combination of plush, comforting comfort layer in there, and it's just around $2,400 for a queen size. Now the P6, which is one of the most popular of all the mattresses, is 11 inches tall and has a 5-inch comfort layer. Again, a mix of technology, but mostly a lot of pressure relieving comfort foam in there, and that is right around $2,900 for a queen. And then a special edition option is also 10 inches tall and also has a 4-inch comfort layer, which is made up of a little different mixture than the P5, and that one goes for just about $2,800 for a queen. Of course, these are at full price, and I would recommend definitely checking out their sales. All right, now we're on to the Innovation series of Sleep Number beds. This is like the creme de la creme of Sleep Number beds. They have so much going on. Now each series and each collection is building off the other. So you're getting everything that both the Classic collection and the Performance collection have, but then you're getting some really cool temper balancing properties as well. So you're gonna get, of course, the dual air adjustability. You each have your own air chamber you can control. You're getting the Sleep IQ technology, the responsive air technology. So all of that tracking, all of that adjusting overnight to help you sleep. You're getting the beautiful pressure relieving layer, so a lot of added comfort. And then to make sure you don't sleep hot, you're getting some really cool temper balancing foam in there too. So this is all really interestingly engineered, high-tech, innovative layers within the mattress. And you're gonna get 3 different models. You have the i8, the i10, and the ILE, and the LE stands for limited edition. All right, so the i8 is 12 inches tall and has a 6-inch comfort layer. So a lot of pressure relief, a lot of cooling, balancing temperature in there with the foam and the way that it's designed and engineered. And of course, if you think back to the Classic series, that original first C2 model is only 2 inches of comfort foam. So this is 3 times as much foam. So it's gonna be a really luxurious feel. Then you've got the i10, which is like the mothership of Sleep Number beds. It's incredible. It's got all the pressure relief, all that cooling, all of that comfort, everything combined, maxed out in this. And for a queen, it's just about $5,100. It's 13 inches tall and has a 7-inch comfort layer. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of comfort going on. So limited edition is the last option for you. This is 12 inches tall and has a 6-inch comfort layer, which is similar dimensions to the i8, but it's a different combination of materials, different layers, and different foams being used in here. And it's also great for the pressure relief, great for the temperature balance, and it comes in at just about $5,000 for a queen. All right, the last series in the whole collection of the 360 smart beds from Sleep Number is the Cooling Memory Foam series. So again, it's all adding up and building up from all the other series. You're gonna get that dual adjustability. You're gonna get the Sleep IQ technology that's tracking, the responsive air technology that's adjusting your sleep. You're also getting beautiful pressure relieving layers. You're gonna get gorgeous temperature balancing foam, but it's all gonna be that cooling memory foam. So that's sinking in, that contouring, excellent pressure relief. And there's only one model in this series. It's called the M7. It's 11 inches tall with 5 inches of comfort layer in there. Again, maximizing that memory foam feel, really helping to provide some excellent pressure relief. And at full price for a queen, you can find that at just about $3,600. All right, we just did an in-depth look at the 360-degree smart beds from Sleep Number, but let's look at the 2 value beds they offer because they might be a good deal for you as well. So what you're gonna get with them is, again, the dual adjustability, so you get your air chambers, you get to control all that. You're also gonna get the Sleep IQ technology, so it's gonna allow you to track your sleep at night and take a look at how you might be able to optimize your sleep, but there's no responsive air technology, which means it's not going to adjust during the night, it's going to stay put. Now you're gonna get 2 different options here. You have the S1 and the S3. Now the S1 is 10 inches tall and has a 1.5-inch comfort layer that has 5 zones of support. So these are set zones of support. It's not going to adjust and change like the other ones, but it's going to be very consistent if that's something you're interested in. And then the S3 is fairly similar. It's 11 inches tall. It's got like a European plush style pillow top, which does feel very luxurious, and it has 7 zones of contoured support. So about 2 more zones than the S1. Now the S1 for a queen is just about $1,000, and for the S3 it's about $1,500. And I will say that you do have some options with delivery. For the 360-degree smart beds, you do have the option to let someone deliver and set up your mattress, but with the value beds, they will just deliver it to you. You're gonna be responsible for setting it up. All right, I know I just threw a lot of information at you and you may be a little bit confused or uncertain of which of all the many Sleep Number beds I just mentioned is going to be a good fit for you. So here I am to help you narrow down which one by making some suggestions based on sleep preferences and sleep positions. So let's start with the Classic series. This is the most basic set of mattresses. It's the two options, C2 and C4. Of course, they're also the most affordable. So if you're on a budget and you have your heart set on a Sleep Number bed, these would be two to look at. Also, they're going to be naturally firmer because the comfort layer is thinner. So you're more likely to go through that comfort layer more quickly and then feel that firmness from the air chambers below. So if you are an average size or petite individual, I think stomach sleepers in that category, this is going to be the best fit for you because of that natural firmness. Heavier sleepers, I worry that you're going to fall right through that comfort layer and really just feel too much pressure from the air chamber. So again, if you're an average size or a petite individual, particularly a stomach sleeper, I would check these out. So as I mentioned earlier, the performance line of Sleep Number beds are very popular. You got the P5, the P6, and of course that PSE special edition option. So these are very nice because they're not the most expensive, but you're getting a really nice couple extra inches or so of that layer of pressure relieving foam. And for a lot of people, that can make a huge difference. So if you're a side sleeper and a back sleeper or a combo, or if you're a couple and you guys both have very different tastes and preferences, this should be the perfect layer, a good combination for you guys to stay comfortable but still be able to customize accordingly and not feel like you're spending all of your money on your Sleep Number bed. All right, now we've got the Innovation series of mattresses. And of course, these are the ones that have all of the innovation, all of the technology, and all of the layers. So these are going to be a good option for those of you who are larger body types, heavier sleepers, because you're not going to slide through these layers and hit that air chamber. It's not going to feel super firm for you. You're going to have plenty of pressure relieving foam with some gorgeous cooling temperature balancing foam. So it's also going to be a great fit for hot sleepers as well. I would say anyone who's dealing with pressure points or pain or waking up in pain, you're going to want to consider the Innovation series or that cooling memory foam series to really help alleviate any pain and still have that great adjustability with those air chambers. We've also got that cooling memory foam series. It's actually just one model, the M7, and that's 11 inches tall, but it's got 5 inches of comfort layer. Some really beautiful cooling memory foam in there. So I'd actually recommend this model for those of you who are coming from a more traditional solid memory foam bed, where you're used to that slow response, that sinking into the bed. This is going to be a nice smoother transition for you because you're going to still get that feel with that comfort layer, but all the cool sleep promoting technology, all the cool adjustability that comes with the Sleep Number bed. Also, if you're someone who just has a lot of pain, maybe you're putting a lot of pressure on some joints, side sleepers, you tend to be like that, I would definitely look at this series as well. Of course, Sleep Number also has their value beds, the S1 and the S3. Now, price-wise, they're very similar to the Classic series options, the C2 and the C4, but $1,000 and $1,500 for a queen for both of those. In the value bed section, you're getting different features though. So if you remember, the Classic has the adjustable responsive air technology. The value beds are missing that. You're still getting the sleep tracking, but you're getting contoured zones of support that are already built into the mattress. So they're not going to adjust at night. They're not going to change. They're going to remain very consistent. So if that seems like a better fit for you, I would definitely look at the value beds because they could be a good deal as well. All right, we looked at a lot of Sleep Number customer feedback and put together some points that are things for you to consider before you potentially invest in a Sleep Number bed. Now, one of the biggest things that people talk about is potential for sagging. Now, what can happen here is, from my understanding at least, is that you've got dual air chambers. You're each adjusting the firmness by inflating or deflating your air chambers. Now, in some cases, if your partner has theirs maybe completely deflated and you're very used to a firm mattress and want yours completely inflated, it can create sort of a sagging or a space in between your mattress that's not exactly even, and some people have encountered sort of rolling over into that during the night. Now, I don't know the solution to this. It's just something that does come up, but I have seen, if you peek around on YouTube, there may be some DIY solutions for you to look at, but of course, just something for you to consider. Of course, in terms of operating the Sleep Number bed, if you haven't already gotten the idea, there's a lot of technology in here. There's an app, there's an adjustable remote that you can buy if you need it, but this is not just the same thing as getting a bed delivered in a box, cutting it open, letting it expand, and then sleeping on it. There's more to the Sleep Number bed than that. There are different things to operate. There's, of course, air needs to be allowed into your bed to inflate the air chambers. So I would say if you can add into your budget the ability for someone not only to come deliver your mattress and your Sleep Number bed to you, but to set it up and just give you an overview as well, that would be very helpful, especially if you're not tech savvy, if you're not used to using a smartphone with a tracker and an app on it. All of those things are going to be a part of that bed, and you want to use the full functionality. So just know that for some people, the ability to operate this bed was a little bit more tedious than they anticipated. We also got a lot of feedback from people who are frustrated with the actual setup and the technical issues that they may have had. So of course, there's a lot of components to this bed in order to get it to work, to track your sleep, and to, of course, inflate and deflate those air chambers, as I mentioned. So someone can come set up the mattress for you, but if for some reason something gets set up improperly or something breaks and you need to replace it, a lot of times we heard from people that it was very difficult to get people on the customer service end to send someone out to repair it without spending extra money. So for that, I would just say read the fine print, read that warranty, read that in-home trial period, especially if you are also getting a FlexFit adjustable base with your Sleep Number bed, which they do offer. I believe those may not be included in the in-home trial. So make sure you just know exactly what you should be getting, what's covered in the warranty and the time period, so that you know that if something does happen and you get someone on the phone, you know exactly what you deserve to get. All right, so some customers do report sleeping hot. Now this of course can be for personal reasons. Some people just naturally do sleep hot, but a lot of these beds do have some quite thick comfort layers, and there just might not be a lot of airflow promotion between that. So of course, if you do sleep hot, I would recommend looking at the Innovation line, or ones that offer some more cooling temperature balancing material within the bed to help alleviate some of that. But of course, if you naturally sleep hot, this is worth thinking about. Of course, we can't not talk about the price. The most affordable mattresses at full price for a queen are just about $1,000, which of course is just not in everyone's budget. When you think about what you're getting, it's more than just a simple mattress. You're gonna get a lot of adjustability, you're gonna get a lot of personalization. There are sensors in the bed tracking your sleep. And for those who are considering that 360-degree smart bed option, which is the Classic Series, Performance Series, Innovation Series, and Memory Foam Series, you're gonna get that adjustability that's adjusting while you sleep. So there's a lot going on here, and of course that's what's driving the price, but it's not necessarily a budget-friendly brand. I would highly recommend taking a look at during major holidays, sale times. Definitely look, because they're usually discounting their mattresses fairly often. All right, that's a wrap. That's our look at Sleep Number beds. I hope you learned something, whether it's what a Sleep Number is, or what you get when you sleep at a Sleep Number bed, or what all the sleep promoting technology is. There's so much to learn about Sleep Number beds. Of course, let me know if you have any questions or you want a personal recommendation. I'm happy to do it. One more thing I want to mention about Sleep Number beds is that if you're interested in trying them out, they do have a 100-night trial, they have a 25-year warranty, and of course they have delivery and setup if you want someone else to do it for you, which is a nice option as well. So there's a lot to consider here. We have a ton of other mattress reviews, so make sure to check out Mattress Clarity's YouTube channel if you want to learn more. And I'm always here for you, so definitely check back soon, and I'll see you again.